The film opens with a nostalgic look into the past through a home video from 2008. A carefree young June Allen shares joyful moments with her father, James. However, a shadow is cast over their happiness when a sudden nosebleed interrupts their play, hinting at an underlying health issue. The video abruptly ends, leaving the audience curious about the unseen footage. A montage then reveals the heartbreaking truth: James succumbs to a brain tumor, leaving June and her mother, Grace, to navigate life's challenges without him. Seeking a fresh start, they relocate from Texas to Van Nuys. Years later, the film shifts to the present, unveiling a strained relationship between June and Grace. Their dynamic is marked by tension and misunderstandings, with June perceiving her mother as overly critical. Grace, meanwhile, attempts to rebuild her life with a new partner, Kevin Lynn. As she prepares for a trip to Colombia with Kevin, she reaches out to June, but the young woman's response is indifferent. Beneath the surface, June continues to grapple with the loss of her father, her emotions buried beneath layers of resentment and detachment. With Grace and Kevin out of the country, June embraces a carefree lifestyle, immersing herself in parties and social activities with her best friend, Vina. While Kevin attempts to maintain a connection by sharing photos of their trip, June's focus remains on enjoying her newfound freedom. Occasional check-ins from Grace's lawyer friend, Heather, provide a brief respite from the revelry. Anticipation turns to unease when June arrives at the airport to greet Grace and Kevin's return. A playful welcome sign quickly transforms into a growing sense of unease as hours pass without their arrival. Desperate for answers, June contacts the hotel in Colombia, only to discover a shocking revelation: Grace and Kevin left the hotel unexpectedly, abandoning their luggage behind. A ticking clock looms as the hotel manager informs her that the security footage will be erased within 48 hours, leaving June with a limited window to uncover the truth about her mother's disappearance. Desperate for answers, June turns to a freelance platform, Ninja, to find someone in Colombia who can help her access the hotel's security footage. Her plea resonates with a man named Javier Ramos, who agrees to assist her. Despite his initial failure to obtain the footage, Javi uncovers a crucial lead: a sighting of Kevin at a hardware store in the Getsemani district. As Javi pursues this new avenue, June enlists the help of Grace's lawyer friend, Heather, to contact FBI agent Elijah Park for professional assistance in locating Grace. Determined to uncover the truth, June and Vina delve into Kevin's digital footprint, gaining access to his emails through his passwords. A disturbing pattern emerges as they discover multiple blocked emails from different women, addressed to aliases like Darren, Kyle, and Luke. Agent Park confirms their suspicions about Kevin's criminal past, revealing his recent release from prison and the potential legal implications of any illegally obtained evidence. However, their investigation yields another crucial piece of information: a recent contact between Kevin and a woman with the username Bunnacakes, whose real name is Rachel Page. Further inquiries reveal that Rachel has been missing for 2 weeks, adding a new layer of complexity to the mystery surrounding Grace's disappearance. Javi's investigation leads to a breakthrough as he pinpoints the hardware store Kevin visited. However, the only purchase made was a simple lock, offering little in terms of clues. Undeterred, June's research leads her to discover Kevin's visit to a Lover's Locks bridge, a potential romantic milestone in his relationship with Grace. Delving deeper into Kevin's digital life, June uncovers his last known location before Colombia, an isolated house. Contacting the owner, June learns of Kevin's desperate search for redemption from his past crimes. Intriguingly, June discovers that Kevin and Grace's relationship began on a dating app, built on a foundation of mutual attraction and trust. Yet, a shadow lingers as Grace hints at a concealed past, shared exclusively with Kevin. Agent Park delivers a shocking revelation: surveillance footage capturing Grace and Kevin after their visit to the Lover's Locks bridge shows them being forcibly abducted by masked assailants. As Park vows to investigate further, the news of Grace's disappearance explodes into a national scandal. The community rallies together in search of Grace, fueled by the belief that she never left Los Angeles. As the investigation deepens, June confides in Javi about her growing concerns over her mother's past. The revelation of Grace's aliases and sealed court records casts a shadow of suspicion over her, creating a sense of isolation for June. Javi offers words of comfort, emphasizing the importance of their bond. In turn, June encourages Javi to reconnect with his estranged son, sharing her belief in the power of family. While exploring Kevin's digital footprint, June stumbles upon a link to an encrypted messaging app. Assuming the guise of Kevin, she contacts a mysterious individual, To her shock, the provided phone number belongs to Heather, her mother's trusted lawyer friend. Suspicion grows as June realizes Heather might be involved in Grace's disappearance. Using a borrowed Apple Watch, she records her confrontation with Heather at her office. A chilling discovery awaits June as she enters Heather's office to demand answers. A file is being erased on the computer, and disturbing photos of June adorn Heather's desk. Evidence of a struggle, including a broken necklace, suggests a violent confrontation. The horror intensifies as June finds Heather's lifeless body in a closet, a victim of strangulation. The shocking news of Heather's murder reverberates through the city. Amidst the chaos, June receives a disturbing update from Agent Park. Kevin has been spotted crossing the border. Returning to the encrypted messaging app, she finds Kevin engaged in a conversation with an unknown individual. A real-time crime tracker app, shared by Vina, offers a chilling live feed of a police standoff in Colombia. The focus is on a hotel rooftop, where Kevin is cornered by law enforcement. A tense exchange erupts in gunfire, resulting in Kevin's death and leaving Grace's case in a state of limbo. Overwhelmed by despair, June begins to clean up her voicemail, a task her mother often requested. Listening to the old messages, she hears Grace's endearing nickname for her, Junebug-inspired. June uses this as a password to access her mother's emails. Within a blocked account, she discovers a chilling anonymous message claiming to have found Grace. Attached is a link to a series of hidden security cameras, the location of which sends a shiver down her spine, her childhood home. A frantic phone call from Jimmy, the man connected to Kevin's church, adds another layer of complexity to the mystery. Appearing on her Ring doorbell camera, Jimmy reveals a shocking truth: he is actually James, June's presumed dead father. Overwhelmed by disbelief, June allows him into her home to explain the impossible. James unveils a web of deception, revealing that Grace's real name is Sarah and that she fabricated his death to imprison him. Just as doubt begins to creep into June's mind, James' demeanor takes a sinister turn as he forcefully overpowers her and confines her in the trunk of his car. A chilling flashback reveals the hidden truth behind the opening home video. The bloody nose that alarmed Grace was not a symptom of a brain tumor, but a consequence of James's drug addiction. His cheerful facade masked a dark reality of abuse, forcing Grace to make the heart-wrenching decision to involve the police for the safety of herself and June. Recorded phone calls capture the terrifying extent of James's threats, his relentless pursuit of June becoming a constant source of fear for Grace. As June is driven away by James, her mind races, piecing together the horrifying truth. The man she had always idolized, the father she had mourned, was a monster. The woman she had grown to resent, her mother, was a courageous survivor who had sacrificed everything to protect her. The realization is a bitter pill to swallow, but it is the first step towards reclaiming her life and bringing her captor to justice. James brings June to their childhood home, a haunting reminder of their shared past. He confines June to her old bedroom while holding Grace captive in a shed. A desperate attempt to communicate with Grace through a discarded sweater is successful, leading to a brief moment of hope as Grace manages to overpower and imprison James. The reunion between mother and daughter is filled with raw emotion as June apologizes for her past resentments. However, their respite is short-lived as James escapes his confinement. In a terrifying escalation, he shoots June, his actions fueled by a twisted sense of revenge. With Grace's unwavering support, they manage to turn the tables once more, inflicting a fatal wound upon James. Desperate to escape their ordeal, June recalls Grace's reliance on Siri and devises a plan. Using the Apple Watch, she contacts Javi, apologizing for her previous harsh words and pleading for help. Javi, determined to assist, utilizes June's Instagram to locate the old family address. Before he can relay the information to authorities, their connection is severed. Trapped and injured, mother and daughter face the terrifying prospect of being alone with James's lifeless body. As the weight of their ordeal intensifies, June's resourcefulness shines through. She manages to access her phone through Siri and dials 911, a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness. June and Grace are eventually rescued from their ordeal and receive the medical attention they desperately need. Despite the trauma they endured, June and Grace maintain a strong bond with Javi. Their support system proves invaluable as Javi successfully reunites with his estranged son. As life begins to slowly return to normal, June and Grace share a heartwarming FaceTime call. In a moment of vulnerability, June finally expresses her love for her mother through a text message, marking a significant milestone in their healing process.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. and subscribe for more movie recaps.